This is Dr. Gregory Jenkins. We're back from our break. We're sitting here again with Alicia Dukoff, who's a doctoral student in psychology, and we're here with our favorite comic, Flynn Beck of FlynnBeck.com.
I don't think I have anything on my comedy on my FlynnBeck.com, but I love that you're promoting it.
Well, I'm pushing it. I'm pushing it for you.
I love it. Well, what we can push is I have a show on October 13th at the Comedy Store.
That's a great place to go.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you're coming.
I'm coming.
With
Bringing
your man.
my husband.
Yeah, I love
Absolutely.
it. Well, you'll hear some stories on dating.
Yeah, so your content is, you talk about dating. You talk about like who you dated. All right.
It's true. I get up there and kind of share what I'm going through, what I'm looking for in a partner, and I also share a pretty cool experience.
Okay. Do we get a teaser today?
Let's just say I talk about having a brother experience.
Right. Okay.
Here we go. Justin, you listening?
Justin, come. October 13th. You'd like it.
So Flynn's going to have her show on October 13th, and it's down in Sunset. Is that right?
Yeah, at the Comedy Store.
The Comedy Store, and it starts at 7:30, I believe.
You got it.
So,
and you've been to about 2 or 3.
Oh, tons of them.
Yeah.
Tons of them.
More.
All day and all night. Yeah.
You love to
Sometimes
laugh.
I just get a hotel room across the street and I go for a show.
You go to the Mondrian.
Mondrian. Go.
Just an excuse.
That's a great one.
And I go every night for a week.
I love that.
But back to the topic.
Well, hey, you know what?
Yeah.
That's another one. When somebody makes you laugh.
Yeah.
How attractive is that? Oh my God.
Huge.
Oh my God.
Huge.
No, that's like one of my things.
Oh, well, hello. I mean, look at, of course. Yeah.
I would take that over good looks.
Oh, of course.
Because I'm actually so attracted to the person if they actually create a belly laugh in me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, me
Like
too.
a real
I
belly
call it
laugh.
a horse laugh. If I just go nuts. No, when I laugh really hard, I literally will go, like,
Yeah.
it's obnoxious, but it's
You get
rare.
wheezy. You're like,
Yes, yes. And my best friend.
She laughs very loud.
Yeah, but when I have the horse laugh, it's ridiculous. It's not sexy. but it's like a cool thing if you can get me to do that.
And actually, I think the person making you laugh finds it incredibly attractive.
You're right.
Because they know that they've just hit that spot. They've hit your
Yes.
funny bone. There's that connection that just arises right in that moment. And
A
it's like
sense
this
of
burst
humor.
of joy.
Yeah, it's
Total
huge.
connection.
I agree with you 1,000,000%.
It makes them more attracted to you because they're like, oh, I made her laugh, you know?
But
great.
the worst is, though, guys dating me and my being a comic, they try to be funny.
Oh.
And it's not funny. And I'm not going to give them a courtesy laugh. And it's like, it's you know what I mean? Like, I can't do it. So if I laugh, I genuinely think it's funny. But there's nothing worse than dating a guy that, when you're a comic and he's trying to make you laugh, and it's just be quiet. Just don't do it. I'm sorry. Does that mean?
Okay, well, what turns you on?
Well, you
then?
know what?
What's your thing?
I like a man with a big vocabulary, so hence intelligent. I'm a little bit, this is probably a check the box thing, but I find it kind of sexy if a guy is pretty well educated.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
And you're not talking, are you talking about like college level? Like if
I'm
he's a
talking
doctor,
like-
if he's a anthropologist?
You know, I'm
PhD
not
or
so into the
something.
PhD. I'm more into like where, like Stanford, Harvard, you know, that kind
An
of. gets me
Ivy
going.
League boy.
Yeah, or like Stanford, which is, you know, I guess the Ivy League of the West. But
Mm-hmm.
I think there's something kind of sexy about somebody who was driven enough and, you know, had the foresight to go to a good university.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, I've been crazy in love with men that don't, you know, aren't that educated. If they make me laugh, you know, so.
Well, and I think that's one of the biggest topics I see walking into my office, and I think that's not unusual for any therapist. Why we fall for people that, you know, why them?
Yeah.
Why them? If you have certain boxes that you know you want ticked off,
I know.
and you're painting this image right now of this person who's gone all the way through, you know, they've done the Ivy League thing, or they've worked hard enough to get into
A good college.
good college. Maybe they have a really good career. They seem like that guy that ticks off every box
Yeah.
for you. You know, that's one kind of person. That's one profile for you. But then you haven't really fallen for them.
Yeah.
You've fallen for the others.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about those. This is the topic today. Why do we go with the people that we go with? Why are we attracted to the people that we're attracted to? Why do we fall in love with people who generally don't tick off the boxes
Yes.
that we see for ourselves? And then all of a sudden we're just like, damn,
I know.
How did I get here?
need this person in my life.
I know.
Right?
I do this bit in my act. It kind of came to me a month ago. I was on my way to do a show, and I was involved with a guy where my head was like, no. Well, there were some things where, but then she was like, heck yeah. Like, so she's all about like FICO score, you know, had good blood work, owns
He has
property.
He has a
good
car.
insurance.
Yeah, no, a nice car. Yeah, and
nice car.
Yeah, good
Okay.
health insurance, the PPO, no HMO, And then down here, I'm like, she doesn't care about any of that. Like, if he makes her laugh, and maybe she doesn't know where he was the night before. Like, it's
Right.
like the unpredictable, mysterious.
There's a danger level to the attraction for women, I think, more than men.
It's
more
awful.
than men, I think.
It's a bummer. It's such a bummer.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of women are plagued by that.
I know,
But
because
if
the
you
audience
can-
was laughing. And I'm like, because we want the smart, intelligent. That's redundant.
Oh, you have your
educated-
dream guy.
Yeah, that has the property and whatnot. But then there's the guy in Italy that's sleeping out of his car. That's like this artist.
Giovanni.
Yeah.
Who looks at you and makes your entire blood boil and your loins ache and open
that
and melt.
that that's because you're in Italy, or you know what I mean.
No, it's just Giovanni, and his pupils are really dilated, and he's looking right at you,
He
and he's
really
making you
large
feel
pupils.
like a goddess.
Yeah.
I mean, look, the men in Italy have this art of doing that. They look at you and they'll just say, "Oh, Bella,
Bella,"
as you walk on the street. And I mean, that's like the normal. It's an Italian version of the cat call. You might as well just be going,
Yeah.
And I actually like that. I dig it.
Yeah.
I've never been one to be like, "Oh my God, cat calls. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm so offended." I love it.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I don't have to go and like jump on your body in that moment and sleep with you. I can just walk by and say thank you, or just like toodle.
We've
along.
already established that you're not easy to get. We've already established that. You're hard to get.
Well, but I welcome compliments. But the men in Italy know how to do it in a really
They do.
genuine way.
Yeah.
And now let's just touch on that word for women, genuine.
Ooh.
Okay. So I have been the most into, prior to meeting my amazing husband, who I love on so many levels.
Aw.
And he also drives me insane, which is part of why I love him. We drive each other crazy. This opposites attract thing, which
Yeah.
I think we should get into a little
Okay,
bit.
yeah.
But prior to him, some of the people that have really made my blood boil, like in that direction of attraction, have been those who may be completely dangerous, maybe not tick off one box that I had in my ideal of what this man would be for me, but he's genuine with who he is. There's a genuine factor. I think especially, well, I don't think it's gender specific.
Yeah.
I think males and females genuinely are attracted to genuine people.
Yeah, it's a very
So
good
if you're
point.
like holding your own and you're saying, well, this is who I am, this is just how I am. Authenticity. That was my word last year. Every year I have a word. This year it's autonomy. Last year it was authenticity. Be who you are.
I love it.
And that's my thing. Let it loose. Go on Facebook. Go to Let It Loose. LUCE. It's about letting your light out, letting your light shine. Let yourself loose. Sexually, emotionally, be who you are. Come home to yourself. When you are sitting in front of somebody at a table and you don't know them, you've never met them before, that Tinder date or whatever, you meet them at a bar. We're going to meet somebody at your comedy club, kind of thing. Yes, the pheromone thing takes over first. So let's just move past that moment for a second and realize if your chemicals are working together, if your chemistry likes each other, you're on to the next level. Now you're having a conversation. Okay, so we touched a little bit in the last segment on how the conversations are really freaking boring these days. We don't want to talk about politics and the weather anymore. We're so tired of it.
Yes.
If our chemicals are getting it on and you've made it to the next level to buy me a drink, I would love that guy to look at me and say, so what are your biggest dreams? What's your biggest fear?
What's your biggest regret? Yeah.
What's your biggest regret in life? Real questions, things that connect people. And the reason why is because we who are coming home to ourselves, who are yearning desperately to connect with who we really are, if you can start to connect with yourself and see who you are and just own that and accept it and love yourself, you will be more genuine with the person standing in front of you, and they will feel that. I mean, who wants the BS these days? The BS is so in our faces with everything in our world at the moment, and especially politics.
The government.
Especially politics and how it rules our lives, how the government rules our lives. I mean, all of this right now is leading people more to the place of, who am I? That autonomy, which is my word this year, right? That autonomy. Who am I? What do I want? Well, the pathway there is authenticity, that genuine factor, and that's the most attractive.
Well, you're talking about
That's good. Good point.
You were talking about asking about dreams and stuff, but I think that's why that speed dating goes along, because you just have a minute or two. How many? I don't know, how long is it?
I haven't done it.
Yeah.
I think it's
Have
like
you
a
done it?
minute.
No.
Have you done it?
No.
No, but it was on Sex in the City.
Oh, it got to be
It's
legit.
a pretty hot thing in Manhattan. I read an article about it a few years ago. It's a really hot thing in
But
Manhattan.
so you just have a little bit of time to talk, whatever, I guess a minute, and a little bit of time to see if you like the looks and
Right.
et cetera, and then you move on to the next table. So that's bypassing some of the things that we were talking about.
No, it's actually
I think that's-
targeting
I was just saying,
exactly what we were talking about.
'cause you know-
If your chemistry works with this person, okay,
You'll know within a
it's
minute,
not about
right?
looks, right?
Yeah.
You can look at them and be attracted to them. Okay, fine. You can look at them and say, well, he's pretty. You know what I mean? But it doesn't go much further than that if he doesn't have the other chemicals inside of him that mesh with yours. And then if you make it past that level and your chemistry is working, and then you have a conversation, and what you were talking about, the intellectual stimulation isn't there, my greatest form of foreplay, if he's not talking to me about something really interesting, which you can't really do in a minute,
Right.
but if he leads with, so what do you think, how about them bears?
Yeah. Next.
You know what I mean? So it's
Well, then
there are all
even-
these different levels.
There's even the shorter one, that's the Tinder, where all you do is you get a picture, and if you like it or you don't like it, you turn it one way or the other. So
What does swipe left mean, Dr. Greg?
I don't know, one's like it,
Left
one's
is no, right is yes.
Oh, okay. Well, see, I didn't know. But I think that's even shorter. But you just go by looks only, and you don't get any of the other stuff. At least with minute dating, rapid dating, speed dating, you get to talk to them and smell them and look at their hair and et cetera.
That's a good point.
Well, I mean, yeah, the physical, you can't, there's no substituting anything physical. Being in front of somebody's heartbeat and feeling the pheromones. Whether you're aware of it or not, after this show, you'll be aware of it.
Yeah,
So maybe
for
you'll be
sure.
a better, a more precise dater in your own life. But really, you want to date yourself. That's where I want to go. That's like where I want to go home to in my work, is bringing people home to loving themselves. This is where everything starts. We're always looking external to us. We're always looking for that other person to fill us. This is a huge problem. This is why nobody's really happy in the dating world.
And also in the divorce rate.
God, the divorces are happening so quickly. They're happening like faster. It makes people's heads spin.
Yeah.
And it's really like a runaway train. And people just need to stop and get off the train, get back onto the stable platform, and go home and go find out what you want, who you are. You can't really find out who you want, what you want,
If you don't know who you are.
Yeah. I mean, this is that genuine factor. So even the boys that have been the most dangerous, quote unquote dangerous, which is always a factor for women as far as us being attracted to people, but my God, when they've been genuine about their who they are, that they're not the committed guy, that they're not the stable professional out there, and they're just who they are, they're not hiding it from me, I've been the most attracted to them when they can also show up with the intellectual stimulation, and if our chemicals play together well. That's been catnip. And that's catnip for most women.
Yeah, it is.
And it's always those dangerous boys. The reason why they're dangerous is because they're so genuine with who they are.
It's like the James Dean factor.
Absolutely. It's the leather jacket, the back of the motorcycle. You just want him to take you off, steal away, and ride into the sunset, the back of the wind.
Yeah.
It's inside every woman that we want that. But how you really want it is from the man that someday comes along, and here's my husband, okay? Someday comes along, and you're not expecting to be, taken aback by this person. You're not looking for it. Love, as you've heard in that old expression, love usually happens when you're not looking for it. If you've seen the movie Under the Tuscan Sun, ladybugs.
Yeah.
You wake up and all of a sudden the ladybugs are all over you because you weren't looking for them, right? That's usually how real love happens. And the concept here was that I had these boxes that I thought I wanted ticked off. Has to have this, has to have that, has to have the stable job, has to have, it was never about money for me. It was more so just has to be a smart person, has to be funny, has to be, just the boxes we have.
Right.
And
Kind is a good one.
Oh, well, see, now that's where I'm going.
Yeah.
Because the boxes you think you have when you're single, when you meet the person that automatically you just connect with and you can't quite figure out why, on a pheromone, energetic, chemical level, that's going on. And then you start to talk and their pupils dilate with yours and you're connecting and you look into their eyes and you just feel warm and safe. All of a sudden your boxes start to change. The priority boxes start to change. And what you're really feeling in that moment is the kindness, the genuine factor, but not the dangerous genuine factor, the stable, I'm going to be there in the morning, you can roll over into me in bed kind of genuine.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a good provider and father and husband. All of a sudden those boxes just shift. And It's amazing when all of a sudden you realize what you've always wanted, what you thought you wanted. When you meet the person that you really truly love, you have a whole new level of priority that steps in that you weren't aware of. And your heart deepens, your soul deepens, your soul opens is really what's happening.
Yeah.
And as you grow with that person, your soul is expanding with theirs. So they're teaching you more about yourself every day. And your levels of attraction grow in areas that you never thought were the real levels of attraction, that make your blood boil and your tail turned up. And, it's just different. It's a much deeper level. And so I think people have really unfathomable, unreachable expectations, and we expect that we're going to have this perfect package. Nobody's a perfect package. Are you a perfect package?
No.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you? Look at yourself inside. Figure out where your flaws are and love the hell out of them. Love them, because then you will be more genuine sitting down in front of somebody who, and we're only talking about the people whose chemicals meet with yours, because then it gets to the next level. Then you can actually start to talk to somebody in a real way. So that's just my little tidbit for physiological going into emotional.
If we were going to do a new Match.com,
Okay.
a new company, would we have the checkoff boxes, you think?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think the FICO score should be on there.
Well,
I know it goes against what she just said.
I would live on a beach in the back of a trailer with my husband if he had no money. I know that sounds really cheesy.
That's sweet.
I've never been about the money thing.
No, FICO score isn't about a wealth.
Well,
it's
credit.
It's about responsibility.
Oh.
Paying your bills on time.
Oh.
You can have $0 in the bank. It's about being fiscally responsible.
Okay.
yeah, so
People think that I'm like, oh, she talks about FICO scores on stage. She's a gold digger. No, it has nothing to do with your wealth. It has to do if you pay your bills on time.
Okay, so what is it for you then? What are we getting down to about the responsibility?
I think you said it.
What factor is
he's
that?
gonna be there when you roll on the.
Yeah.
So I like
Okay.
that. He's gonna be
reliable.
There. Yeah.
That's
Dependable.
a good one. Dependable.
Dependable, reliable. Like if you have a date, he doesn't call and go, oh yeah, I can't make it. I'm busy.
Yeah, no.
So flaky. I don't like flaky.
P.S. If any guys are listening out there and they're single and they wonder what to do to get a girl, stop BSing, because we absolutely know.
Yeah.
We know.
you guys have the BS meter.
We
Yeah.
have the alert system that goes
Yeah.
off in us. We have very
Just be honest. Just be like, I'm not
receptors.
into you. I don't want to hang out with you tonight. Don't say.
Yeah. Don't
You know.
mess us around.
Yeah.
But then, so advice to women: don't get messed around, lady.
Yes.
Stand up for yourself. You are a beautiful, gorgeous goddess. Come and figure out who that is in you. And don't let yourself get messed around.
That's good.
That's the thing.
That's very good.
I don't think men really, I don't think that they're aware that they mess you around. I don't think they necessarily want to, unless they're really evil guys.
Yeah.
Right.
But, how many people are really truly that evil in the dating world? I don't think they care
I don't
enough to
think
be
so.
that evil.
I think it's just they may not be experienced in dating.
Yeah, or they just don't
They haven't
care
learned the
because they're
rules.
doing their own thing.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's about you coming home, being that autonomous, authentic, gorgeous creature that you are. Goddess, warrior.
Love it.
Be who you are.
Goddess warrior. I like it.
Oh yeah, there are goddess warriors. Then there are warrior
Wasn't that a
warrior
TV show
gods.
already?
Maybe.
Warrior goddesses.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe there should be.
But I think we're getting
Maybe we'll
close
do
to
that.
our break here. And we're going to come back and finish up this segment. And I'm here again with Alicia Dukoff and Flynn Beck, and this is Dr. Gregory Jenkins. You're listening to KHTS 1220 to downtown Newhall. Thank you. Okay, this is Dr. Gregory Jenkins back on the Doc and Doc Show. Again, I'm here with Alicia Dukoff. Alicia. Every week I mess it up, sorry.
He's only known me since I was 6 years old.
That's right.
It's okay.
And I probably gotten it wrong the whole time.
Yeah, it's okay. Just
But that makes me charming.
Very charming.
always. It's a little kink.
And then again, Flynn Beck is here, and she's the comic that we like to hear, on this show because she tells it like it is.
I talk about relationships and dating.
Right?
Yes.
Is it hard to make jokes about dating?
No, it's not hard at all.
She's got the real material.
That's why people are like, why did you want to become a comic? And it's like, because I live in LA and I've been dating in LA. I mean, that's basically, my upbringing to it, something to do with it. But
You got a million stories.
I got a million stories. I do. I have a million stories, and I thought, well, I can get a gun and shoot myself, or I can get on stage and talk about these stories that actually happened to me. And
They're probably really relatable.
so I don't, maybe.
Because everybody's had bad dates, everybody's had crazy dates, and everybody learns from
I don't think the stories I tell are that completely relatable. Do you think, Greg?
No, but it's always interesting stories.
Yeah, I don't know how, to be really honest, I don't know how relatable they are, because I'm not like, oh, the guy didn't call me. Like, I tell, really out there things. Like,
tell me. Oh my God, I want to hear this.
Oh my God.
Give me the weirdest thing that ever happened.
Okay. So I have a whole bit on it. Okay, so I went on a date. I was on J-Date, and I went out with this guy, tall, Harvard.
Ticked all the boxes.
Harvard MBA, owned property in Malibu, in Santa Monica. Handsome, gentleman.
Ticked off all your boxes.
Yes.
So
well, not all my
So you
boxes.
thought.
Not all my boxes. Didn't tick off the biggest box. But anyway, so we're out to eat, and he's like, Flynn, you're an anomaly. He's like, most girls in LA would have slept with the rich, good-looking guy by the third date. And I was like, yeah, so would I. He did not like that. So we go back to his house. He'd been kefetching. That means complaining in Yiddish. He was Jewish, by the way. I'm a shiksa.
Wait. He's complaining in Yiddish?
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I would have been turned on by that.
Yeah. So I
like that.
Like Jewish men as well?
Oh, I'm Jewish.
Okay,
yeah.
well, I love Jew. I'm a
I mean,
shiksa.
yeah.
Okay. So he was complaining. He was kefetching, which means complaining in Yiddish that things were moving so slowly. He's like, we've gone out like 3 or 4 times, like nothing's happening. So I was like, fine. I threw him a bone and I let him touch my cookie. And guess what he did?
Threw up.
It started talking to it in Yiddish. I don't know.
He fell asleep.
Oh God.
He had his right middle finger inserted up my vaginal canal.
And fell asleep.
Swear to God. He had a bit to drink.
Oh my God. Whiskey finger.
I don't even know. Then on our that was our thing. That was our 4th date. And then our fifth date.
Wait, you had another date?
I know.
Excuse me.
Thank
What?
you. I know.
How many? Wait. What kind of boxes did you have, girl?
Okay. Let me say. The reason why I went on the 5th date is because he took me to Mr. Chow.
Oh, okay.
It's my favorite restaurant in LA.
It was the seaweed. It was the crispy seaweed.
No,
right?
it was the 9-season prongs.
Okay.
Okay, so
the duck is good too.
Yes. So I have 9-season prongs.
The duck would deserve maybe a second date. I don't know
No,
about the falling asleep.
It was a fifth.
I mean, okay.
No, I know, it's terrible. So I have 9-season prongs all over my face, and he looked at me and said, Flynn, I can't wait to enter you anally and strangle you.
Wow.
Okay.
That guy's sick.
Who can relate to that? I'm thinking he fell asleep with his finger inside of me, like, we're not even going anywhere in that area. So it's like only I attract the gay uniball strangler.
The uniball strangler.
Oh, I didn't tell you. Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't tell you. He only had 1 testicle. He lost the other one to cancer. And so it felt like a ping pong ball with skin wrapped around it.
Oh my God.
Okay? It's not a deal breaker, but I don't recommend it.
Right.
So
two's better.
Is that relatable? Is that story relatable to you in any way?
Well, you know what? Okay, here's why.
Okay.
We have 1 minute. So
okay, well,
make it quick.
So we learn with our bad dates, don't we? That's a very relatable thing, even if you've never had a uniball strangler who fell asleep in you with a whiskey finger.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you had relatable moments because everybody's had a bad date, and everybody walks the mile of shame the next day, and they're like, "What the hell did I do?" Do you know what I mean? And it's not about getting drunk and hungover and then wake up like, "Oh my God, what?"
I was sober.
Coyote ugly with chewing your arm off because you want to leave. But everybody learns from their experiences, and you hope that those boxes that you want ticked off become more relatable to a genuine level in the person, that you're really looking for that heart and soul. And I got to tell you, last little key bit here is opposites attract.
Yes.
So whatever boxes you think you have for yourself that you want ticked off, you're going to be surprised when you find the person that is right for you, that hopefully has 2 testicles and doesn't fall asleep inside of you, when you realize that they are actually totally opposite to you and you learn from each other. They fill your crevices.
I just want you to know the testicle wasn't the deal breaker.
Well,
the whiskey finger probably would have been mine, but
I know.
You gave him one more chance because they were really good
glad
prawns.
you guys have had
They were really good prawns.
I'm glad
Mr.
you guys
Chow.
are experienced daters. But we're going to be finishing up here in a moment. So,
well, I want to hear about how you date really quick.
Well,
okay, so from the scientific doctoral side.
Next show, I don't date.
Oh, right. Okay.
The next show, we're going to talk about physical attraction in a week at that. But next week, it's the guest that has the vaginal rejuvenation, Dr. Poucher, Poucher.
Yeah, she makes you all pretty again down there.
Here we are again, saying goodbye with Alicia Dukoff.
It's fun having myself on again with you guys.
Flynn
Thank you.
Thank you so much. See you on the
And
13th
we're
of October
signing
at the
out.
Comedy Store.
Thank you
Yay.
very much.